How did you get to Penthouse now?
I got to Penthouse because, again, me, Miss Adventurous, took my money go England, so I go audition for Soul to Soul. I met some Virgin executives, and they suggested that I come to England and audition for Soul to Soul. I paid my way, got my money, and I paid my way to England. Oh God, I wish I miss that girl. I miss that girl that was filled with adventure. I go and I audition, got the part. Don Taylor and Erskine Thompson, they're both dead. He I mean, not the one he hated mad. So the deal didn't work through. But I was doing demos. They started directing me to a more Whitney Houston kind of trajectory. And then Erskine said, go back home and do some dancehall. And then, Action was actually a demo for me. And then that's when I started working with Penthouse during that time. Started and just started doing records. And just got myself assimilated in the dancehall through my records at that time.
So Action was your first dancehall song at that time there?
I think I don't remember the sequence. I know I did Wicked and Wild. I don't remember the sequence of if Wicked and Wild was released before Action. I think Wicked Dicky was that released before Action. I don't remember. But in those time, I was recording a lot of dancehall songs.
And this is all of your songs up to this point here. The dancehall ones were all for Penthouse.
I know, man. I Exterminator, Babyface. I don't know. I mean, that whole time, it's not a haze, but I know Babyface was recorded over 56. I don't think 56 Old Hope Road, because at that point, Music Works and Penthouse, probably that's how I got with Jermaine. Music Works, that I was doing a lot of background vocals with, and Penthouse were in the same building. You see what I'm saying? And I was going to England simultaneously. I was doing background vocals, and I go England, go audition for like 3 months and come back home. So it's all, that's why I say I can't tell you. I know distinctly that Erskine was the one who organized to do Action. I probably have to go with, talk to Jermaine to see how that go. But I also started working for Gussie. I started doing some reggae songs. Hey, can't you see Gussie at that time? Love me a little more. So because of as I said before, the close proximity of those two buildings, they were very close to each other.
That's what got you in the building there.
I was in the building, so yeah.
I want to dive into Action here, because to me, Action was your real international breakout, where it started to bubble on the dancehall scene, and then it got the breakout. How did you and Terro Fabulous connect to do that song in the first place?
It was through Dave. It was Erskine who set it up, and then I went in and I did the vocals, and that's how when I did Action, it's the first time I met Terro. Terro was Dave artist at that time. Dave Kelly. Terro Fabulous was one of his artists, so I guess he was just busy trying to bust Terro, and Terro started making a name for himself, with some dancehall hits, and Dave was trying to, well, not bust him, did Terro bust, but make him bigger, I should say, enlarge his space, So that's really what happened.
Makes sense. And I guess you met Dave Kelly from being over at Penthouse.
I met Dave Kelly when he was at Tuff Gong, because Tony Kelly worked at Tuff Gong with Mrs. Marley as he was being taught by Errol Brown or something or another. And then Tony brought in Dave. So I knew Dave fleetingly from him working at Tuff Gong, until he became part of Jermaine's young cadre of engineer before he went on and had Madhouse by himself. So I met him very early on in his career.
Never.
Amazing history, right?
Never knew about the Tuff Gong connection at all. That's
Yeah.
very interesting.
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusichut.com.